Thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend with me. I am Joy, and I would like to start off by extending a warm welcome to the new subscribers. It is my sincere hope that you are received by a loving and supportive community as you continue to journey on in your healing. To the returning subscribers, welcome back. I thank you so much for your time. So many of us got caught up in what we now know was nothing more than lies and future faking from the narcissist. They lie as easily as they breathe, and they have to lie. Absolutely have to lie. It's actually a default setting of theirs, identical to their father's, the devil. They lie because, according to John chapter 8, verse 44, they belong to the Father. Or they belong to their father, the devil, and they want to carry out their father's desires. And he was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar. So please note that yes, this does apply to all narcissists. In the beginning of the relationship with them, we sail on a high. We are on cloud 9, being swept off our feet by the narcissist. They listen closely to our desires, and this is such a crucial point for the narcissist. They are doing a few things during this stage. One of the things is pulling on the empathetic responses from their soul bank so that they can give us an illusion of intimacy and replicate responses in word and body language that they are pulling from their soul bank. And what this does is not just give an illusion of intimacy and a connection, a false sense of love and affection. It causes us, the targets, to relax, and we let down our walls. And so with our guards being lowered down, we become even more comfortable to continue to share intimate desires, intimate wants and dreams. And what the narcissist continues to do is store that information because they have to use it at a later stage. And they also store information on how we act, how we respond, so they know how to effectively hurt us. But not only that, they take all of those responses and they memorize it. They memorize your body language, as well as how you react and how you respond to what they are saying. And this is all so that they can use them in the future. This is that soul hunting, tapping into your mind, your emotions, and your will. And the narcissist starts to paint a picture, a perfect picture of what life could be like together. They future fake. And they want you to believe that they want this future just as much as you do. But again, it is a lie. All of it. In time, as the relationship gets old and the narcissist gets tired of you, and they find a shinier and brighter new toy, new gadget, new source of supply, and they are grooming that supply, they begin to devalue and discard you. So while you're trying to stand after the discard and just figure out what in the world happened to me, and you're trying to open your eyes so you can see things clearly, it feels like you're caught up in a sandstorm and it's just so overwhelming. But when you're able to open your eyes, you catch a glimpse of the narcissist living a merry life with a new supply. In fact, it seems that things are apparently better and the narcissist is happier according to them, as well as they are flying monkeys. Everything is a dream come true with a new supply. But do not believe the hype. It is an illusion. Remember who the narcissist's father is, and let remind you of the word in John chapter 8, verse 44. It does say that when they lie, they speak their native language. So when that joker is talking, please know that they are talking in their native language. And I know it may be difficult. It is hard when you see the narcissist in the new supply, buying a home, driving new cars, getting married, starting a family, even blending a family, going on vacation, doing everything that you guys thought or you guys said that you would do together, everything that you planned to have experiences together in this life. But it just didn't work out with you. But the new supply is living it up with a narcissist. This cuts, this hurts. And there's no sugarcoating that. It really does hurt. And I think it's important that we are okay with articulating how we once felt or how we are still feeling. We cannot heal what we do not acknowledge. But let's talk about this a little bit, because sometimes we either peak or we get information that the narcissist has a great life with a new supply. But it's important that you never, ever forget. None of that information that you receive will be accurate. All of it will most likely be coming from the narcissist or the flying monkeys. And here's the thing. Oftentimes, when you have catered to all the narcissist's needs, spoke to the higher version of who you know that the narcissist has the potential to be, if only they would denounce their demonic ties. You see the possibilities, but the narcissist has sold out their soul to their father. They did, after all, drink the devil's Kool-Aid. It is all an illusion. Let's look at this another way. You see, God created Lucifer, made him beautiful, gave him an amazing voice, and even gave him a position of authority in heaven. However, Lucifer's pride got in his way, and he got cast out of heaven for believing that he could literally be God. He wanted to be God, y'all. And God, here's the thing, the narcissist had everything anyone would ever want with you. Your affection, adoration, attention, and admiration. Yet none of it was good enough. Now, we always ask the question, why? Why wasn't that enough? Well, it's really quite simple. The narcissist's pride got in their way. You see, the entire relationship, they have been like their father, pathologically envious, causing them to hate you. Come on now. In the heavenlies, their father, Lucifer, was envious and hateful towards God. And that is how the narcissist felt or feels about you. All your empathetic qualities, all the love that you have to give, not just to them, but to others, and how other people respond to your love, and how you are creative, and how you are happy. You're happy with life. All of that irritates the demons that are within them. It's a foreign thing for them, and they find it highly repulsive. I want you to think for a moment how the devil works. He's a master illusionist. He tells God's children how much of a better life they can have in his kingdom, the kingdom of darkness. How ironic. And for a long time, it looks like the devil is winning because they're walking on the wide road. And because he's also misleading people, but it always seems that they're living a better life. They're living it up, doing whatever they want to do, saying whatever they want to say. And here you are on the narrow path, trying to follow what is right, trying to do what is right, trying to be a better person. But remember, he's misleading God's children on a narrow path, but he's also projecting a fabulous life, carefree, successful, and he's projecting that to the people who are walking in God's will. And we sometimes look and we say, wow, my life could be different if only. But we know better, so we do not entertain those thoughts more than we should. And this is just like what the narcissist is doing with you. You see, everything that he is future faking with a new supply. And I know, yes, they got married. So what? There's always divorce in the narcissist's mind, and the narcissist may need a forever supply within this new supply. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Their intentions are not whole. They are not right. You know, the devil will do anything to hurt God. And we know that God is a loving God and he wants all of his children to be saved. And so the devil goes after God's children, telling them his promises are better. And this is the same with a narcissist. They want to hurt you the same way the devil wants to hurt God. And so they tell the new supply all these things, and they even provide and they play the role for the new supply. But you've got to question, what is their intention? Because it's personal. It's personal. They want you to be aware of what is going on. They want you to see them seemingly happy and living a better life. That information has to get back to you. It's personal. It's personal. They want to pour salt on your heart wound. And they do this deliberately because they do not love anyone at all, not even the new supply. But it's their hate for you that is just so strong that they will do anything and everything that they promised you with a new supply, simply to inflict incredible amounts of pain on you, because they know you are loving. They know you opened your heart. They know that you are hopeful, and they know this will hurt you. This is why we say go no contact wherever and whenever you can. It is so important because you have to guard your heart, because out of it, all the issues of life flow. So you cannot let this cancer, the narcissist, continue to eat your happiness, because they're future faking, or they're projecting happiness with somebody they don't even love. And I need you to get this, and I need you to hear me well. That new supply was picked. They were targeted in the same way that you were. But why they were targeted and the function that the narcissist has for them is to hurt you. So that's the only role that they have in this relationship. It is to hurt you. Sometimes this is why you find that the new supply is a downgrade. And I know this is very vain, but people can be vain. When you wonder, like, okay, but this person doesn't look, their appearance, their work, their whoever they are, they may have, a character that is questionable, while you are upright, while you are an honorable member of society. The new supply is the complete opposite. Or sometimes they're so much like you, and then you wonder, but if you had me, why did you need them? It's personal. It has to hurt you, because the narcissist wants you to know that, I got somebody over here who could possibly look like you, or who is the complete opposite of you, and I'm giving them everything you wanted. And this is why they work so hard to make sure that you are aware that they're living their best life. Please know and believe, none of it is real. The new supply's primary function is to be used to make you jealous. So while the new supply may even be unaware of what is going on, they're being used. And that you are still on the narcissist's mind. Now, don't go smiling here and think that that is a good thing. That is not a good thing, because that means that they still want to hurt you. They still want to inflict whatever pain that they can on you and into your life. But you have to remember that for everything that we do, we will always reap what we sow. And so while it looks like they may be flourishing and the new supply is obviously happy because they're not yet aware, the narcissist is always going to be watching you. So it's so important that when they do look back to see you, they don't find you weeping and crying and upset about everything. Stop going to them for closure, because that gives them narcissistic supply. Don't even be concerned by those things, even though you want them. But closure is the gift that you give yourself. Go back to John chapter 8 verse 44 and remember that that is who the narcissist really is. There is nobody home inside of that empty shell, and that is not what you deserve. God has bigger and better plans for you, and you have to convince yourself, and you have to hold on to that belief. Know what you know and trust what you know. But in due season, the narcissist is going to get tired of the new supply. They're going to become less potent in the narcissist's plans for hurting you, subjecting you to incredible amounts of pain. They lose their potency because you are leveling up. You are rising and you are walking in your true call because you dedicated your time towards healing. You're getting closer to God. You're walking in your purpose. You're happy. You're loving the people that love you, and you're blooming in life. And the narcissist cannot stand that. And so what happens to the new supply? They may have the promise that the narcissist gave you, but they have the promise in its entirety. Because when the narcissist first met you, they knew that they would devalue you and discard you. They would subject you to incredible amounts of pain. They knew what they were going to do. And that was a promise that they made that they just did not articulate. And the new supply is going to cash that check. The narcissist will deliver all of that, but more towards them than they did to you. And that's just kind of how it really does play out. I don't think, you should be so concerned about, well, that's not what I'm seeing. Yeah, but you don't live with them. You don't see what goes on in the home. You don't hear the arguments that they have in the car. You don't hear what the new supply is telling their friends. You don't see how the children who are affected by this are acting and responding in the therapy that they would need to be healed and whole. You don't see those things. All you see is a Kodak moment that is orchestrated to throw you off your track. Just like the devil has his reward coming, so does the narcissist. And unfortunately, by association, the new supply has their reward. And that's the pain the narcissist wanted to inflict on you. And the more that they find that you are unbothered, it just becomes harder for the new supply. And, that's difficult to understand and to accept. And all of this is difficult, because it just doesn't seem right. But it's not right, But this is who they are. They're demented and they're twisted in their way of thinking. And you have to know that you deserve so much better than this. And so I just wanted to come and encourage somebody today, because I do know what it's like to look back and see that they're living everything that they promised you with somebody else. But I want to be here for you as a living testimony to tell you I've seen it. I've heard about it. I know what's going on behind closed doors because the new supply told me. And my heart could only hurt for her. But I just want to encourage you to not even be concerned about what's going on in their lives and in their homes, but use that energy to focus on what's happening in your life and in your home, in your heart. Draw closer to God. He wants to heal you from this pain, and he wants to set you on a course or on a path in your life that would drastically change not just your perception, but the way you see life, and change the whole trajectory of your life. So I hope this is helpful, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.